Heyo, it's Crypto here, and this video is my interpretation of Bitcoin's correction and what it's been doing over the past, week or so, and what we saw on the live stream either yesterday or I think it was the day before yesterday when I streamed, and we saw on stream whenever it bounced, or yeah, it did bounce, but it shot all the way down to 8,700 and then bounced off of that. I'm also going to be introducing my brand new proprietary acceleration trend analysis, just to kind of demonstrate it on the Bitcoin graph and kind of my most recent theory. So we have these acceleration or these median, velocity lines, and you can see that the velocity is actually increasing over time through these different trends, and that's why I call it the acceleration trend analysis, because you can see all the way back when we really only had a few percentage points or a few degrees of percentage of slope, and then we saw it over here go to like 10%, and here it's probably 15 to 25. Up here is something like the 30% range. Let me back. Yeah, that's where it was. And then within those, I have these kind of bouncing curves. I don't know exactly what to call them. I think it's some kind of ease in out bounce, if you wanted to be specific, but they're not really specific. I just use it as a closer moving average, rather than a trend line. Just a moving average through my interpretation of how the price action is moving. And then you can see here that we've had the first curve, and then it bounces, and then we see a period of like a slightly bullish positive accumulation phase, something like that only lasted a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks max, before we started getting into the second curve, in which it bounced off that 5,400 price. Back here was the 2,900, and before that was the 1,800, I believe, the 1,750. It was 1,750. Well, this is against Tether, so the price is going to be a little bit off. From there, then we have another period of positive accumulation that didn't really match the curve yet, because it came right after the bounce. And then that lasted until a couple days ago on the 25th, when we saw it blast off again. And then my theory now is that we're going to experience one of these two curves. It could be anywhere in between these. It could be a little bit outside, but this is my rough estimation. So how high do I think it's going to go? I'm not going to do the specific math because I can just show you on the graph some kind of estimation. Probably the highest I'd say I could see it going is somewhere around 13,000, because most likely what we're going to see, I wish you could do a curved arrow so I could show you what I'm trying to say. But basically, I think it's going to follow these curved patterns and then continue onto like a fourth bounce is what's going to happen. And then it's going to continue within the bounds of this average trend line that's been accelerating. And what could happen and what could cause the price to go even higher than 13,000 is if we see, after this bounces, an increase in that acceleration, or in that velocity, which would look something like that, something more of a 40-degree angle once we get up here. And then after that, we would have another curve, obviously, but acting on that, or within that velocity. So let's set it right about there. I mean, you could say it starts here after a period of accumulation, and then this is going to move up, and this is going to move up to be about the same. I'm just kind of eyeballing it right now. So the second bounce, maybe it peaks at 18,000. And obviously you can see there's a huge acceleration in terms of the splits between these curves for each period of time. You can see back here, between the first two, whenever that actually occurred, we only saw a split in from 3,400 to 5,000. So 1,600 splits. And then if you move down the line, when we have this next bounce and where that is going to bounce, we have from 5,800 to 8,600, so that's obviously increased. And then from there, we'll probably see it anywhere somewhere around 9,500, and then the next bounce will occur right around 12,500. So we went from a 1,600 increase to a 2,000, 3,000 increase, and it could be even more after that. So if this continues to act as it has been acting since the end of July. I guess it did start back in May, but whenever we really saw it starting to repeat the pattern was July into like September and October. So that's all I really have to say. The price right now. This isn't really beginner stuff. If you were expecting kind of a beginner understanding of why the price has been moving, this is not the video for that. This is explaining my mathematical analysis and my acceleration trends analysis of the price movement. Personally, what am I doing right now? Personally, I'm actually in Bitcoin right now. I sold out. What did I sell out at? I've got another graph. Yeah, here we go. Here's my normal graph. It doesn't have lines all over it. So I sold out after it bounced a couple times. So I think I set a stop loss at like, I don't know, it must have been like 9,700. And then I bought back in whenever it went to 95 because I saw there was going to be a bounce. And I actually missed this first bounce. I didn't trade at all. I was completely away from computer. And then I caught it somewhere around 10,750, which was actually pretty close to the peak. I believe the peak was over 800. So I got that, and then I bought back in at what time? But I bought back in somewhere around 9,750 again because I saw that the price was going to increase. Yet again, and really it's just repeating itself at this point. From there, I think it's just going to keep following this trend of a lot of variability, a lot of malleability, but it's really volatile, and it's bouncing a lot within this kind of average. So what the lowest price we could see over the next few days, I mean, we could absolutely see between like an 8,500 and a 9,500 again. I wouldn't doubt that we'd see something like that, or I would doubt that we'd see something like that, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it. Otherwise, we're going to continue to keep growing within these bounds. So we'll probably see, some 11,000, some 12,000s within the next, I guess, within the rest of the month. I'd say more within the next couple weeks, 3 weeks. Sorry if I don't sound confident in this, but it's not. I can't be 100% accurate because I'm only analyzing the trend. So I can tell you around what the price is going to be, but in order to say the exact price in terms of my estimation, I'd have to bring out my constants that I normally use for retraces like these. So that's all I have really to say. I hope you guys learned a bit about trends and the current price and why it's priced what it is, why it's been moving, how it's been moving, at least the past 4 or 5 months. So again, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to go to @OracleOfCrypto on Twitter if you'd like to subscribe. Or not subscribe, that's a follow actually on Twitter. Check out the blockchain education, but also the blockchain education video giveaway, which actually ended today, so you can no longer enter, but I'm sure we're going to have another one soon. So if you entered that, I will be picking a winner tonight within the next few hours, and then we'll be mailing you out a coupon code, which will get you a free annual membership. So if you'd just like to check out the program itself, all you have to do is click on the PixelMe link. There's one right in the description, but there's also one on Twitter right here if you want to check that out, if you'd like to join the absolute conglomeration of all the resources we have, the chat room, the TA on request, the TA of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin all day long, our news aggregation system, our charting analysis. There's just so much, plus the training program. I haven't even mentioned that. The training program it started yesterday, I believe. So, but you can still get in because all the videos are still going to stay online and everything. It's just there's going to be more and more stacking up over time. So if you look at the training section and there's only a few videos in there, that's just because it just started. So hopefully people can catch and kind of follow these videos along as they're being created and really start to learn a lot about trading Bitcoin. So again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check out all the links in the description for more stuff. Thank you for watching. Good luck with your trades this week. I'll be back in a video within the next couple days. Thanks again.